Hustle all year, ain't no day off. 25/8, ain't no day off. Hustle all year, ain't no day off. 25/8, ain't no day off.
Low G o la barrieta, puro raps con la pinche neta. Shit on my name, pero
AKN Publishing. I'm Low G. Welcome to the Plug Magazine. We have a special guest in the building. Let's start the beginning, bro. Who are you?
What's going down? That boy T in the building. Shout out to the homie Low G for having me. We live downtown Houston, H-Town, Texas. You know what I'm saying? We in here. Shout out to all my Screwed Up Essays.
Facts. Hell yeah. How did you end up in the Screw House, or if you did go in there, who was your link? Just give us a visual.
Yeah, I mean, I was already going to the Screw House.
Okay.
Like when I was a kid, you know what I mean? Like with the Screw Shop, you know. Because Screw House, people called the shop the Screw House, but there was DJ Screw's actual house, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, but by the time I, became of age and got into it, it was the Screw Shop already there on Cullen, you know what I mean? Right there, 610 in Cullen.
A retail shop.
Yeah, the DJ Screwed Up Records and Tapes, you know what I mean? The actual official DJ Screw, where you go to his store and buy his screw tapes, the cassettes. Right. This was when it was on cassettes. And, I was going there as a kid, just taking my money at the end of the week and going and buying a stack full of cassettes, and
the Memorex great tapes.
For sure, taking them home and just jamming what's on them, because this was before, like now you could go into the Screw Shop and there's a whole list of all the tapes that are there, and you could look through the catalog and see what's exactly on each, with their CDs now, you know what I mean? So you could look, see what songs are on there. When I was going and grabbing these tapes, you didn't know what was on the tape. And if you asked them, they didn't know, because they'd be that fresh, like Screw had just mixed them and put it together. And so I'd pick up the tape and, it was only the title. You walk into the Screw Shop and there was a board on the wall and it had all the titles and the new releases and all that.
Right, whatever tapes. He mentioned.
Yeah, all that. And hey, what's the newest tapes? All right, well, these 3 tapes are the newest. All right, well, give me them. And you just take them home, and just by the title of the tape, you have to go home and play it and just see what's on it. And sometimes, the tapes would have some crazy-ass freestyles from, Lil Kiki, Fat Pad, Lil Flip. Facts. Just some amazing stuff that, this is my first time hearing that I'm being put onto this. And it's not like I could go home, okay, this is number 5, it got so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so. No. Like, I'm just playing the music, playing the cassette from beginning to end, and whatever is coming out is what I'm hearing and, vibing to, so.
I'm familiar too, man. Like, I graduated 04, so back in those same era days, we used to live in a small town of Texas, and I had a cousin who lived in Houston, and he would bring us the tapes. And just like you said, no idea what's on the tape. Just play it, and we'll ride to it.
For sure. And then, some of them tapes end up turning into classics, like June 27, and some of the famous Southside still holding, like some of the famous tapes. But I heard them hot off the press, like for the first time before they came, famous for, whatever freestyles or whatever songs
before YouTube and all
were on them. Yeah, so like I said, now you can walk in and, everything's cataloged and digitized and, stuff like that. So it's a whole different game. But, shout out to all them, man. Shout out to, the whole Screw family. Shout out to Aldi. Shout out to Big Bub, everybody at the Screw Shop. And, everybody continuing to keep it going, keep it alive after all these years. You know what I mean? Like, you could still, today, right now, we could leave here, go to the Screw Shop and buy some screw tapes. You know what I mean? And look how long it's been since Screw passed, and
decades.
They're still standing. You know what I mean? So they deserve all the recognition, the days in the cities, and the, everything that they get, shown to them just because of the culture.
Quick question. Let's take it back real quick. Seeing as that you were right there, front row seat with the whole SEC DJ Screw. Did the Southside? Did y'all? Whenever you heard Swisher House coming up, did y'all like respect Swisher House?
We already know the answer to all this, but we want to hear what you have to say about it.
I mean, of course, like it was just, the whole thing was between that was just somebody else calling your music a screw tape or a screw album or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, there's one DJ Screw, and that's his work. So if I come out and I call something a screw tape, you know, and that's not my work, then, you know, of course, the person that created it, invented it, you know, made the sound unique. Of course, you're gonna be upset about that, which, you know, everybody can relate to that. You know what I mean? But
and that's kind of something that's not too much of a big deal nowadays. People copy each other's style all the time.
Yeah, well, now Screw is not just two DJs or a couple, you know, one DJ or another DJ calling his album a Screw album. Screw is now a genre of music.
Right, a whole culture.
A whole culture. It's a whole genre of music. So now when you say Screw, I mean, there's so much that falls under that, you know, screwed and chopped type music, and artists from all over the world are influenced by this sound, you know, until today. So, I mean, it only got so big as to where everybody did it to where, you know, it's too big now. It's bigger than one person. And
it's a culture now.
Exactly, for sure.
Agreed.
Hustle all year, ain't no day off.